Hello, my name is Jose Razo, and I am the recipient of the Teacher of the Year at Springwoods High School. In this video, I would like to go ahead and address how a project or an initiative in which I've been involved in contributed to the improvement of school culture overall. And one of the things that I would like to go and speak about mostly, and I have to go deep and I have to go back then, is I'm going to have to go and talk about the 2016 season for track and field at Springwoods High School. It was a very special season for us. And it will be it's so far has been unparalleled to any other events I've seen so far here at school, and it actually started a brand new sense of track and field here at Springwoods High School. What I'm going to go ahead and say is that I don't think that any the coaches or any one of us would have thought that Springwoods High School would go and be on the front cover of the homepage of the Houston Cron under high school, and so. It was a very blessed season to go and have, and it was headed on by Coach Gary Dirks and Alicia Maples, and I was a supporting cast along with them as an assistant coach. And so it was really memorable in the sense that we always collaborated. We were able to go ahead and have a sense of community within our team, and our athletes were able to go ahead and be a reflection of that because they always supported each other, whether it was a distance crew, whether it was a sprinters crew, whether it was a jumps crew. We always kind of floated together, and we always were going on the same boat in the same direction, and it was all thanks to Coach Gary Dirks. My role in it, since I was an assistant, I was the pole coach, and then and I would go ahead and support my relays or my teammates in whichever way you can, whether it's cheering, whether it's going and getting them blocks, whether it's getting them the marks, or getting them the tennis balls, whatever we need to go in order to be successful at the time. And so I would collaborate with my coaches in the sense of what's the other teams, what points of advantage they may have, maybe at the regional meet, maybe at the area meet, how many points do we have against their team, what can we go ahead and stack up against with their team. And so it's more so about planning which teams has points and so forth. And that's one of the things that I would discuss with Coach Dirks about. And but one of those things that came up through as well is that the way that this project it all started. So they ended up running at the Mike Myers Stadium at UT. So the girls were really phenomenal. They had a sense of speed, and they were able to go in and collaborate and work together efficiently as a community. And so along the way, they started working their way, and they got all the way to the state track and field meet in Austin. So they ended up placing fourth in the 4x1, and ended up placing third in the 4x2. So it was always a sense of wow, it's just we're here, and it's you think of Springwoods, the first ever girls relay to make to the state meet in district history. So it's one of those things where it's really memorable, and this video is really a special one to me, and in the sense of what Coach Dirk was able to go ahead and contribute to Springwoods High School, his old high school as well. And he was a former graduate, and so it was phenomenal in the sense that this happened for our students at the time. And it kind of started and it kind of finished, and it actually began a brand new growth in track and field here at Springwoods High School. And so not just in relay, but in distance and other aspects that we have going on here at school. Now, that being said, they ended up finishing fourth here, and the 4x2 relay is really special, and they finished third. Now, in this sense, it started a whole lot of it started a sense of competition here for track and field for Springwoods then after. And the status of the project today is that so now the students nowadays, they love social media, and they go ahead and capture, and they go ahead and go through, hey, what's Springwoods track and field doing? And there's more of a sense of a community. So there's more followers along. So some individuals from that team are followers, or they're part of the Instagram with it, and they see all the images that's going on for track and field. So they feel like they're more involved in what's going on. And in the sense of that, oh, well, this is what's going on at Springwoods Track and Field. and in the sense that we have followers and we have posts and so forth, it's some of the ways that the program itself is growing in that sense. And so and also the other ways that are used in here that was a result of it. And so sometimes out of that team, we had athletes go out to Prairie View A&M to go and work on relays, work on distance. And so at the time, we have a variety of different athletes that came out. Was Breonna Robinson, was Harold Rodriguez at a time. He was a distance runner. And so these athletes are a reflection of what Springwood's track and field can be, and it's all it's evidence of what can track and field do for athletes in our community, so they can go and have a better way of living, maybe an alternative way of seeing the world. And so it's more of a sense of growth for them that this initiative is trying to go and get started with. I happen to be blessed part of it, and it's one of those things where it hits the home, where it's one of where the kids are able to go ahead and work very hard, and they all do it. Now we're doing it for Coach Dirks, and with the help of with assistant coach as well, Alicia Maples, and she was there with them along the way. And then us three were always collaborating in the sense of like having community, having a sense of humor, and having to go ahead and work together. And the kids were having a reflection of that. So it's very blessed initiative that I was being a part of, and it became a growth. And so now track and field starting to grow at Spring Woods. And so with the followers, with the Instagram people, then we have a variety of different growth here at Spring Woods for track and field since then. And it's one of those things where it's going to be it's unparalleled at the time. And so in 2016, and now they're hitting off with all the followers and with social media nowadays. Okay, so that's going to be the conclusion of my video. Thank you for hearing, and this was a very, very special project for Springwoods Track and Field and Springwoods High School itself. Thank you.